Won't it be Ryan the Great? And today we have a mock draft for you guys. My official 2025 first round mock draft for the 2025 NFL draft. So yeah, actually something interesting about this mock draft. I don't have any trades. I don't think there will be one trade. I don't really see it happening, honestly. Um, yeah, there could be. I don't see the Saints trying to trade up and get Shador. I don't see the Bears trying to trade up and get J&T. Um, I don't really see it. I mean, I maybe the Colts could trade up and get Tyler Warren. I mean, I don't know. I don't know, but yeah, we're gonna get into this mock draft. And yeah, before we get right into it, guys, make sure to subscribe with the post notifications and all. Go subscribe to my brother Lee and the Great Vlogs. Make sure to subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Ryan the Great Podcast. Now, for you, ladies and gentlemen, let's get right into the video. So yeah, if you guys when you guys see me looking over here, it's just because I have my mock draft. Like I have my official mock draft written out here, but I'm just kind of going to put it on the screen for you guys. So yeah, we're actually going to move myself down here for this video, just because of the fact that I think it's gonna be kind of weird if I was just you can't really. I don't think you can see it too well if it's there. So I think we'll just do that for this video. So yeah, mock draft over here, notes over here, and then we'll put it on the screen for you guys. So yeah, we're just gonna start the draft here, and let's just get started. So first pick, I have the Tennessee Titans. And for the Titans, I mean, I think you need I think you just need a quarterback. To be honest with you, you're going into this year. I mean, you obviously could go best player available. My number one player is Abdul Carter. Um, but I think if you're the Tennessee Titans, you need a quarterback in this draft. You're not a guarantee to get the number one pick overall next year and get Arch Manning. So, in my opinion, I think you got to take a quarterback here. My number one quarterback, Cam Ward. I'm taking him. So that is who I have the Tennessee Titans taking with the first overall pick. And then the Cleveland Browns. I mean, I originally had them taking Abdul Carter when I made this mock draft last night. I'm making this on Wednesday. Well, making this video on Wednesday, April 22nd. But on April 21st, I had the Tennessee Titans taking Abdul Carter. I'm sorry, I had the Browns taking Abdul Carter with the second overall pick. But we got a report from Schefter today that the Browns informed Travis Hunter that they will take him with the second overall pick. And honestly, I'm not mad about it. I think that he is one of the best players in this draft. I don't know if he'll play corner or receiver for the Browns. I think you need him to play receiver. You need any pass targets that you can get. Maybe he'll play both ways. I can't really see that happening though. But yeah, if you're the Cleveland Browns, I'd have them taking Travis Hunter. And then if you're the New York Giants, I mean, you have so many damn problems on your team that like you can just use anybody. So in my opinion, if you're the New York Giants, listen, you have Cam Ward off the board. We don't really know about Shador Sanders. You signed Russell Wilson for this year. You're probably anticipating getting the number one overall pick next year. You have Jameis Winston as well. You have a quarterback with Malik Neighbors. You have a quarterback to pair with Malik Neighbors. You don't really need a receiver again. So in my opinion, you just go best player available. You go with my number one prospect. You go with Abdul Carter. Then number 4, for the New England Patriots, I mean, listen, I would say go receiver here, but I mean, to be honest with you guys, I mean, you need to protect Drake May. This is a guy that looked really decent last year in the games that he was able to play. Obviously, he couldn't really turn that into any wins for the Cleveland Brown or for the New England Patriots, but he looked good in what he was able to do for them with them. And I think you got to take that into consideration there. So I think you got to pick. I think you got to have an ability to protect him. You sign Stephon Diggs to so you have your number one receiver there. Other than that, not too many receivers. I wouldn't say go McMillan. I'd say probably go the best offensive lineman in the draft, and that's Will Campbell. I know a lot of people don't really like Will Campbell because of his arms. I don't really understand the problem. I don't really understand what's going on there, but yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think he's fine, to be honest with you guys. Um, but yeah, yeah. Anyway, moving on to the Jacksonville Jaguars. It's kind of bad when you have a team that in the Jacksonville Jaguars where you kind of just look at their roster and you kind of just look at their issues and everything is the problem with them. So yeah, so I would definitely try probably just go with best player available here. And I mean, to be honest with you, I think that's Mason Graham. A dominant defensive tackle for Michigan last season. You might as if you're the Jaguars, you just got to go best player available here. I mean, you can't. Trying to fill positions of need. I mean, everything is a position of need, to be honest with you. So you might as well just go with Mason Graham, who was just the best player. So yeah, I would just do that. Las Vegas Raiders. A lot of people have them taking Genty. I don't have that. I think that Alexander Madison can hold the reins down for Sorry, I'm just writing something down here for what do you call it? I think that Alexander Mass can hold the reins down for at the running back position. A lot of people disrespecting him. But yeah, I would definitely say that the Raiders here, they're not a team that I think are going to get the number one pick next year. We don't know how many quarterbacks are going to be there. So in my opinion, I think right now you kind of have to go quarterback here. And obviously we know Tom Brady's connection with this guy. And in my opinion, I think you go Shador Sanders. I think they do it. I honestly think that they take Shador Sanders with the number 6 overall pick. I know a lot of people are not going to like it. A lot of people don't even have him in the top 10. But I mean, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I think it happens. I think we know the connection he has with Tom Brady. I think that would get Shador Sanders locked in. And yeah, you try to get him as your quarterback of the future. I know they just signed Geno Smith, but I think he's definitely going to be a bridge quarterback. He's definitely not the quarterback of the future. But anyway, moving on, the New York Jets. Listen, once again, the Jets, just another team that it kind of just has problems all over. Really, the offense and just the offensive line is always a mess. They try to rebuild the offensive line with a bunch of old guys, but I mean, you've been drafting O line for how long now? You might as well just keep it going. Try to build up the young prospects that you have. And I'm going to go with this my second best tackle in the NFL draft, and that is Armin Membu. I think that's how you say his name, out of Missouri. And at number 8, once again, the Panthers. I mean, defensively, they are absolutely atrocious. I know that the Panthers are probably going to need a receiver, but I think they can go second round and possibly get one. This isn't a very receiver-heavy class. So yeah, you can get a probably decent receiver at the whatever pick you want to go with in second or third round. But the Panthers, this is a team that is just absolutely was terrible defensively. They could not get to the quarterback at all. Every quarterback had so much time in the pocket. And you might as well just go with one of the best pass rushers in this draft. And if I can get down to him here, I think is he listed as an edge or a linebacker? All right, he's gonna be listed as a linebacker. Where is he? Okay, Jalen Walker. Here he is. I don't know why he was there, but Jalen Walker, one of the best pass rushers in this draft. He could really play everywhere on the field. And honestly, if you're Carolina, that's what you need. You need somebody that can play all over the field. And I would definitely end up going with Jalen Walker. Now, once again, the Saints. I mean, you just literally look at their team and you just say yes when you are posed the question, "What is their roster issues?" Literally every single spot on the roster, you can make an argument that there is a problem with it. They are just so bad. I don't think you take a quarterback here. I don't think you take Jackson Dart because, as I just mentioned, everything is a problem. So you don't try to throw a rookie quarterback in that sort of situation. You saw what happened with Bryce Young. Panthers threw him in such a terrible situation, and he took him a year or two to get his confidence back up, and now he's playing all right. But we still don't know about him. So you might as well start. Might as well start with something here. And honestly, I just go with McMillan with the number 9 overall pick. McMillan, one of the best receivers, has a great jumping ability. He finishes his routes really, really well. And yeah, I would say you go with McMillan there. You try to build from the way up. You start off with receiver here, could possibly go O-line second round, and then maybe try and go defense for the rest of the draft. That's like my suggestion for them. So yeah, we'll have to see. But anyway, moving on to the Bears, they are supposedly praying that and really hoping that Aston Janty falls to them at number 10. Doesn't really seem like they're really willing to trade up for him. They just hate DeAndre Swift. I mean, obviously, I'm a St. Joe's Prep guy, so I love DeAndre Swift and the contributions that he has put in the NFL. But I mean, at the end of the day, when you have Aston Janty right there, and this is the guy that was putting up absolutely incredible numbers. In my opinion, should have won the Heisman Trophy this year. And for anybody that says he didn't go up against competition, the guy put up 200 yards against Oregon, one of the best teams, the number one seed throughout college football over the course of the season. So you can't make any argument that he didn't go up against any really good competition. I know he got shut down against Penn State, but I mean, Penn State's whole game plan was literally just to, take down him. And obviously, when your game plan is just to literally take down one man, I would hope that you are successful in that. But yeah, Aston Janty, I think he's going to fall to the Bears. I'll have him going at number 10. Now, next for the 49ers, once again, this is a team that doesn't have too many problems. They obviously just traded away Deebo Samuel. They were just riddled by injuries this season. I think if you're the 49ers, your offensive line's getting a bit older. Obviously, you got guys like Trent Williams getting injured a lot. I think you want to try and rebuild that offensive line here to protect Brock Purdy. He's obviously having a big contract extension coming up. You want to keep him as your quarterback of the future based off what he's done over the past couple of seasons. So yeah, I just think it makes all the sense of the world to get a position of need here to protect Brock Purdy. And I'm going to go with Kelvin Banks Jr. I know some people would want me to take or put Josh Simmons here, but I think his injury problems are just like too risky for the 49ers. And I don't think they need a guy who has a history of injuries. And then at number 12, listen, the Cowboys love doing this thing where they, get players to, rival their superstars. They did it with Dak. They tried to get Trey Lance in there, and now they brought in this Joe Milton from New England. I feel like they're just bringing in a lot of guys who are rivaling their superstar players, and I think they do the same thing here. Honestly, for as much as excuse me, people are going to hate it, I think they're going to try and take another version of Micah Parsons, and that is Mikael Williams, one of my favorite prospects in the draft, kind of like Jalen Walker. He can play all over the field. That's what Micah Parsons could do at the beginning of his career before he was moved over to edge rusher. And I think the Cowboys, just to kind of rival Micah Parsons and maybe to make him, I don't know, want him to lower his value. I just think this is the Jerry Jones move, and I think they will take Mikael Williams at the number 12 pick. For the Miami Dolphins, listen, you could definitely say corner here, and that is obviously a very big position of need. This is a team that just needs a cornerback. Obviously, you're gonna get rid of Jalen Ramsey soon. But honestly, if I'm in the head of the Dolphins, I'm thinking, okay, this is a very corner heavy class. The corner class is very, very good here. Why not try and fill another position of need, which is linebacker? I think that's a very big position of need for the what do you call it, for the Miami Dolphins here. So you can get corner in the second round and fill another very big position of need, which is linebacker here, and that's the reason I had them going with Jayad Campbell. I think that's how you say his first name, with the number 13 overall pick. And then for the Colts, I mean, this is a team that needs pass catchers for Anthony Richardson. They really don't have anybody to catch the football for somebody like him. And obviously, Daniel Jones is brought in for a quarterback competition. So they're going to need pass catchers. Obviously, this is not a very receiver-heavy class, as I mentioned before. So you might as well just go with the best target available, and that's going to be Tyler Warren, who can really just do anything on the field, tight end at a Penn State. So, I think you would do that there. And I feel like that's pretty obvious, honestly. If Warren does get taken in the top 10, I think they'll go Loveland at 14. Pick number 15 for the Atlanta Falcons. They didn't go defensive end last year. They definitely need to go defensive end this year. They need somebody to rush the passer. This is one of the worst teams in the NFL when it came to I think they were last in sacks this season. You definitely need a pass rusher. Lots of teams were expecting them to go edge rusher in the draft last year before they went with Michael Penix. But you really need an edge rusher here. And that is why I had them taking, in my opinion, one of the fastest and the the strongest defensive ends in this class, and that is going to be James Pierce Jr. out of Tennessee. And I'm a big fan of James Pierce Jr. If he falls to the Eagles, I would love to take him. And then at pick number 17, Cincinnati. I mean, they better go defense this entire class or for this entire draft, unless somehow Will Campbell falls to them at Will Campbell falls to them at number wait, I'm sorry. I actually have a trade. I'm so sorry. I actually do have a trade here. I forgot I put a trade. Or wait, do I have a trade? No, I thought the Bengals were up. I'm so sorry. I thought I had a trade. But no, I have the Cardinals up. And once again, this is a team that, well, obviously, I'm going to pick corner for Cincinnati. Or I basically just said I was going defense, but I am going corner for the next two picks here. Once again, Arizona is a team that just doesn't really have that much cornerback depth, and you need defensive help. And somebody that can, in my opinion, can make an immediate impact is I think it's Jahdae Barron out of Texas. I think that would be the best option for them. And then some rank him the best corner in the draft. I'm kind of on the edge between Brown and Will Johnson. I think I maybe would give the edge to Johnson. But yeah, I'm gonna go. I'll take him with Cincinnati. If he falls to Cincinnati, they will definitely be taking. Honestly, they better go corner regardless. I think everybody knows that Cincinnati needs defensive help. They need cornerback help, and yeah, definitely it would be the right choice to go corner there. Seattle Seahawks at number 18. Once again, this is a team that is very offensive line help needy. I could go interior line here, but I feel like for pick 18, there's not like any offensive interior lineman that you would want to take. So in my opinion, I would just go best offensive lineman available if I'm the Seattle Seahawks. And once again, I think you want someone that's going to make an immediate impact. You don't want Josh Simmons here, which it's just a shame for Josh Simmons, but I am going to go with Josh Connerly Jr. Gray Zabel, isn't he more of a guard? I don't know why he's listed as a tackle here, but anyway, yeah, that is. I'll go with him at number 18. Number 19, Tampa Bay, a team that does need corner help. I would say go safety here, but I mean, to help Antoine Winfield Jr., but I feel like he's just a one-man wrecking crew there, so I feel like you could just go corner here and fill that position of need. And so, yeah, I am going to do that here for Tampa Bay. If we can just get down the corner. Oh, it's right there. I'm stupid. Which I am going to take Maxwell Hairston out of Kentucky. I do like him a bit more. A lot of people don't like him more than Amos and Morrison. I don't know. I'm on the edge with Morrison. Damn, PFF has him ranked like really below Morrison, but I like Harrison a bit better here, or Hairston a bit better. He played in the SEC, played well against that sort of competition. While Amos did as well. I don't know, something about Hairston. I like him. I'm gonna go with him at number 19. Number 20 for Denver. A team that kind of needs help in a lot of places. They need help at running back, but to be honest, after JT, I mean, you could just get a running back in the second round. Once again, a wide receiver class that you don't really not too many wide receivers in this class that are that great. So you can just go in the second and third round, get somebody interior line. Obviously you're looking at the needs thing here. Interior line just not that great for the first round. So why not just try and fill a position of need and go interior line here or interior defensive line? And I'm a big fan of Derek Harmon, man. Watching him play at Oregon, I really like him, and I think that he would make a great addition to that interior line in Denver. Lots of people are anticipating what the Steelers are going to do here at pick 21. Listen, I feel like it does set you back a bit if you do take a quarterback here, but to be honest, what other choice do you have? Are you really going to start Mason Rudolph or Skylar Thompson on a team that has Jalen Warren, DK Metcalf, and George Pickens on it? You're just not going to do that. And a really good defense. You need impact player to, start on day one. And Aaron Rodgers, I mean, he wants to go to the Vikings, but the Vikings don't even seem like they want him. So I think the Steelers, they just need to go quarterback here. And they might be a bit desperate, but I think you go with Jackson Dart, to be honest with you. They could go Jalen Milroe based off his comparisons to Lamar Jackson, minus the arm. But I think you go Jackson Dart. I think you need like a more of a pure pocket passer to get the ball to DK Metcalf and George Pickens, because George Pickens don't get the ball, then we know how we know how a little nutsy he can get. But anyway, pick 22 here for the Los Angeles Chargers. This is a team that definitely needs a pass catching help. This is a team that has. I mean, you have Quentin Johnson who played decent in the more towards the end of the season. You could build off of that, but this is a team that doesn't really have much tight end help, not much tight end depth, and lots of people love Colston Loveland as more of a pass catcher than as a blocker. So I honestly would just take him at number 22 here. The Packers, just a team that needs edge rusher help. Once again, not a great receiver class, so you might as well just fill another position of need, that being edge rusher, corner another position of need. But once again, very corner heavy class. And it's not the, I think edge rusher is more of a desperate need, not desperate. I just think it's overall, it's more of a need for the Packers. I'm a big fan of Shamar Stewart. I love his speed off the edge. I think that's something that the Packers need against fast quarterbacks like J.J. McCarthy and Jalen Hurts. So I would go him with the number 23 overall pick. Number 24 to the Minnesota Vikings. This is a team that desperately needs interior line help. And honestly, this is the time where I think you can just go interior line and not have to worry about it. I absolutely love Tyler Booker. I don't love him. He's pretty decent, but if you are the Vikings, you just need help there overall, and you just you can't wait until the second round to take an interior lineman. I think you need it. I'm gonna get you, and I did make some signings to help him there, but I think you just have to draft there. Just in case of injury and stuff like that. Same thing with the Texans. You got to go interior line. And I mean, I guess Zabel could play as a tackle, but I feel like didn't he play interior line in North Dakota State, or am I tripping? I mean, I watched. I mean, I don't know. I would just go. You go Zabel there, interior line. Yeah. Then at number 20, what am I on? 26? Yeah, 26. The Los Angeles Rams. Once again, a very needy team when it comes to receivers. But to be honest with you, once again, it's not a very heavy receiver. It's a it's a very non-heavy receiver class, but I mean, you don't know what's going to happen to guys like Devontae Adams. You don't know if Puka Nakua is going to stay healthy over the course of the season. So I feel like you're going to need help with that wide receiver 3 spot. I'm a big fan of Matthew Golden. I believe he had one of the fastest combine or 40-yard dash combine records, whatever it was, of this year's combine. So I feel like you need somebody like that to pair with Puka Nakua. Go with Matthew Golden. Number 26, number 27. Baltimore Ravens. I mean, you need to go corner. You need to go corner bad if you are the Los Angeles. If you are the Baltimore Ravens here, I feel like you need to go best corner available here. And I mean, to be honest with you, honestly, I might change my pick here. I might go with Amos at number 20 at 27 for the Ravens. Yeah. I was thinking about going Thomas for them. But I'm kind of thinking about it. I would you know what? I'll change on the fly here. We'll go with Amos. Yeah, I think that's the right pick. Number 28 for the Detroit Lions, a team that could use edge rusher help. You don't know with Aiden Hutchinson. There have been some injuries there. Team that definitely needs to stop the run. You're going up against guys like Aaron Jones, Josh Jacobs, possibly Ashton Jeanty. And then you obviously have the Eagles with Saquon Barkley and Brian Robinson Jr. and stuff, guys like that. So if you're going to need to go into your line, you're going to need to go with probably the best run stopper in the entire draft. You guys heard me talk about him in yesterday's video, Walter Nolan out of Ole Miss, one of my favorite prospects of the draft. Then at number 29, the Commanders, another team that's just going to need edge rusher help. You got to get to the quarterback. You're going to have some pretty decent quarterbacks in the NFC East this season. Mike Green, statistically the best edge rusher in the whole draft, led the FBS in sacks last year with 17. I think you go with him. You go with him at the number 29 overall pick. Number 30, Bills desperate need help at safety. You don't really have any depth there. That is a big position of need. So I think you go with Malachi Starks at number 30. And I mean, you saw his prospect rank on the board definitely fell to the Bills, and that is definitely something that could somebody they could definitely use. Then at number 31, the Chiefs. They need edge rusher help. I think if you're the Chiefs with Patrick Mahomes, he always figures it out without receivers, so you don't need to really go receiver here. I think you get some help defensively, get some help on the edge rusher spot. You could go O line here, but I'm gonna go edge rusher, and I'm gonna go. I can't pronounce this guy's his last name, Eza Rubaku. I hope I'm Donovan. I'm so sorry if I'm mispronouncing the name. And then for the Eagles, once again, edge rusher help here. It's not, once again with the Eagles. I mean, there's not really that many desperate positions of need. You could go corner. I think that Benjamin Morrison is a good option here. It's possible the Eagles. I mean, listen, the rank just falls. So yeah, that's a possible option you could go with. But I think the Eagles, you don't really know guys like Jalen Hunt. You don't know how they're going to perform with when teams have film on them or on film on him. You just don't know. So to be honest with you, I would just go Nick Scorton at number 32. It just makes all the sense. He's a very powerful edge rusher, very speedy, nice swim move off the edge. And I think it's just the best option. So yeah, that's the draft. I guess I'm earning awards here. Let me just turn. We'll go back to me. So that's the draft. Oh, there. Let's see. Do I get what's my award? Okay, it's a good thing I got rid of the end that they're giving me. All right, what's my grade? What if I get like an F? What did I get? Oh, do you need like to pay for that? Wait, where's my I guess I don't even see my grade. All right, whatever. Um, but yeah, that's the mock draft. I think they put it up on the screen for you guys. So let me put it back up. So yeah, that's the full mock draft. And then my other picks down here. So yeah, I mean that's the mock draft. I hope you guys like that. You guys can. I mean, normally I don't think I've ever seen anybody get a full mock draft correct. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. So yeah, that'll do it, guys. Make sure you guys subscribe with the post notifications on. Go subscribe to my brother in the Great Vlogs. Make sure you guys go subscribe to my second channel at Ryan the Combat Great. Make sure you guys go follow me on X the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go follow me on TikTok at Ryan the Great RTG. Make sure you guys go listen to the latest edition of the CR7 podcast, and make sure you guys go follow me on Twitter at Ryan the Great Podcast. And as always, Ryan the Great out. Peace.